Hey man, do you wake up tired, rely on caffeine just to function in the morning? Let me tell you, as a busy dad of 3 young kids and a physician, I feel you. I feel exactly the same way sometimes. But here's what I typically do to improve my energy throughout the day without even relying too much on caffeine at all. We all drink our morning coffee, nothing bad about that, but you don't want to just function on it. Here's a simple strategy that you can follow in order to feel more energy throughout the day and actually be able to play with your kids once they wake up in the morning or when you come home from work. All right. So most of us typically don't really sleep very well or don't sleep enough. What you should do is stick to a consistent wake up and nighttime routine. You should wake up the same time every morning, and then at the same time go to bed at the same time every night. Okay, so once you have that set, you want to make sure you sleep at least 7 to 8 hours a night. I know as a dad myself, it's not always feasible, but you want to go as close as possible to this amount of sleep, which will definitely help you tremendously to recover and have more energy at the end of in the morning when you wake up. Generally, if you don't sleep enough, if you just sleep 4 to 5 or maybe 6 hours every night, your body is constantly trying to go to default recovery mode. You won't have much energy throughout the day. That's why it's so important to focus on your sleep. That's by far the most important factor. Number 2 is when you're tired in the morning or throughout the day, don't just lay on the couch and just try to kind of like relax, recover yourself. Make sure you do some consistent low intensity movements throughout the day. If it's for going for a walk, just playing with the kids a little bit, do some gentle gardening work, or even at nighttime, just go for a stroll in the park. You don't always need to exercise, okay? So sometimes when you feel like you're forced to exercise, it's really taking a lot of time that you might not have as a busy dad. Third is that you want to focus on your nutrition. Okay, you don't need to snack all day. Stay away from all these sugary snacks and sugary drinks that might be around, and instead focus on whole foods. Have 2 to 3 normal meals per day and avoid any snacking. What I typically like is an intermittent fasting protocol where you typically fast for about 16 hours, which is my fast is starting at nighttime, about at 8 p.m. And then you don't eat till the next day at noon. So lunch will be your first meal, maybe at 12, maybe at 1 p.m. During that lunch, you want to focus on protein. You need to replenish your protein stores, which will support your recovery from your workouts. You also need some complex carbohydrates and fiber, which are very essential when it comes to muscle building and having a good satiety feeling, which keeps you full for longer. Okay, number 4 is that you should lift weights at least 2 to 3 times per week. What I do is typically focusing on full body workouts, because as you know, as a busy dad, it's not always easy to make it to the gym. So 2 to 3 times per week, you want to make a gym trip, which is about an hour and a half each, and focus on full body movements. My workout typically consists of some kind of squat variation with weights, some kind of deadlift variation, pull-ups, and some pressing movement, typically bench press, or even push-ups or dips are totally fine. All right, guys, so these are the most important pillars to focus on. You don't always need a perfect workout system in place. You just need something that you can adhere to for long term. I see a lot of people, they go really, really hard for a couple of months, maybe get in good shape, but then they bounce back, and just a couple of months later, you wonder like what happened to them. You know, like sometimes it's just like that. You want to focus on something that's really, really consistent and that you can follow for a long time. There's no point in just having a short trip to the gym or like a short workout episode where you work out a couple months in a row and then kind of bounce back to being out of shape for the rest of the year. There's no point in that. You might look good for a little bit, but you want to do this for the long run in order to have more energy and being healthy for your kids and your family in the long run. That's my most important motivation regarding this. All right, guys, here you have it. Make sure to leave me a follow and subscribe to my channel. You might like the video and then come back for the next video.